Then what I'm going to be doing is a little bit of story. Is there new test runs out? I haven't even played the test runs. Oh God. There's actually not that much going on. A little bit of story, a little bit of just overall grinding. I really want to build this team, this Raiden DPS main team. So I'm gonna go ahead. And there's new. Oh man, if I had enough Stardust, I could get more wishes. Um, 18. I think I have no pity. Let me actually go check, see how much pity I have. Because I think, okay, 5, 10, 15, 16? 16 pity. Okay, so I'm about 30 something in terms of full pity. So no guarantees, and obviously, actually, did I don't know if I won 50-50 last time. Because this is the weapon. Oh, so that's not even the right pity. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, and I lost 50-50, so I'm still in about the same spot, but I have a guaranteed 5-star, so I pretty much have guaranteed Arlecchino as long as I get enough wishes. And so that's what I'm going to be working on today. You know, just as much XP as possible. I also kind of want a 100% Mondstadt. As you can see, I have not, and don't even look at the areas over here. 7%, 3%. I have not explored as much as I thought I did. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then I'll go over and do some story missions. I still have some Fontaine missions left. Even though they're a little bit old, but, you know, I really enjoyed the Fontaine stories, and I kind of wanted to spread them out evenly, not just do them all at once and finish it. But also, let's actually pull out a Claymore team. This is going to be a Destroy Towers. Everything I saw from the leaks for Arlecchino, oh my god, she looks amazing. Not only like character design wise, but just in general. Her abilities and everything seem legit. Come on, break the tower. Break tower. There we go. I love Navia so much as well. There's so many teams I want to build, and then I'm just like, oh, I don't have time. Oh, I don't have this. Like, I'm in combat. Like here, I'll show you. We'll go do. I'm not gonna attack. Please unaggro. I'll show you how much I love this Navia team, even though it's not really built that well. How are they still aggroed to me? Okay. Oh. Do that. Do that. Like 13k damage, 20k damage on a level 50, like really good. Really, really fucking good. Oh, he's gonna die. No? Now he is. Okay, this should be our best moment to get a lot of crystals. Like, just melting them. I know. I love this team. And I love the shotgun effect. It's so fun. Unfortunately, Farina's literally in every team now, it seems, because she's very broken. Which, I say unfortunately, not in like, I don't like Farina. Like, well, okay, I don't like Farina in the sense of, I don't like that she just completely... Okay, how are you targeting me? She completely drains your health. And like, she honestly gets my characters killed more than I get my characters killed. Can you guys stop? Thank you. Why is shield mode on? Shield mode should not be on. Okay. Should not be on. I don't know why that was defaulting to on. Let's go back to this team I'm building. I'm really, you know, because I'm used to playing Hu Tao. I'm used to playing, you know, Nilo Bloom. So I really wanted to try something new. That's why I've gone with this approach. Because, yeah, I've used Yelan. Yeah, I used Farina. And I just got Raiden. But I never really used Jean. So instead of just doing her, like, Dendro team, I was like, let's try this out. Get all of them together. Oh. And again, this team's not built either. Like, they're built, but not as well as it could be. Where are you going?
Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey. Strike a pose.
Where the heck is he? Oh, I don't think I reached him. Farina does heal a bit, I guess, so that's nice. But yeah, I really do enjoy this team a lot, especially because I like playing with Raiden. Let's go do whatever delivery one this is, and then I'll go on to an actual story mission. It literally is food delivery. I called it. Oh my gosh. Find 2 bird eggs. Oh no. Okay, well. What I'm so upset about by that is I literally just cooked all the eggs. I had like 60 eggs. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna make scrambled eggs. Should have waited. There should be some eggs up here though. I don't know where that records to. Huh. Okay, we'll see. Really? There's not any up here. Okay. There's got to be some on the roof somewhere. Oh, there's a chest over there. I might as well go get it.
Treasure. One way to draw your target out of hiding.
Where is an egg? I need egg. I bet I could have just bought one from her. There's it. There they are. Collect the completed meal. Oh, crap. Deliver. Oh man, he's so far away. He's so far.
Take it easy.
I can't imagine. If you didn't have the teleports for this, I could not imagine doing this challenge. It'd be so annoying. Hello. Food. Uber Eats. Give me 5 stars. Better give me 5 stars. Yippee! And then I go collect from beloved Catherine. Add extra applesauce. Okay, how many do I got now? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, they got rid of the third banner. Wait. What? Did people hate it that much? They just got rid of it completely? I thought they would have just reconfigured it. That's so unfortunate. Because I like the idea of it. Like, yeah, it sucks it doesn't carry over. But it was generally pretty nice. Let's see if I can make some resin. And then for Fontaine's storyline, as long as we're not fighting anything, I think I can keep this team. I don't know any whatever. Okay. So the last time we left off, we found out that Lynette and Lenny were Fatui. We met Navia, we met Farina. I think that was it. Oh, big lag spike. Yeah, I think that was it. We'll just continue on.
I came here several times with my father when I was little, but stopped eating here as often after growing up. I hope the food here will be to your taste.
Is it me or is that not Navia's voice? Like, that's a little high pitch for Navia.
Oh, don't worry. We haven't eaten at a hotel like this in a while. Paimon's getting excited already. In that case, I'll go order for us first. Please wait here a moment. Ooh, everything looks so good. People in Fontaine sure know how to enjoy life. Why, of course. Go ahead, try whatever you like.
Yeah, this does not sound like Navia.
Reservation for the rest of Spina di Rosula next time. And if it's not? Well, then I'll still bring everyone. Albeit with only one dish per table. Sure have your own way of doing things. Oh, we called this a farewell meal, but we could also treat it like a victory feast, right? We did just win that case after all. Oh, true. Very true. In that case, boss, we'll have another 2 dishes. Huh? Paimon didn't mean that you had to order even more.
She must be, like, loaded. Like, more than Ningguang.
Speaking of cases, do you think that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances will get caught soon now that this has all happened? Well, we've certainly taken a big step forward, but I feel that's about it. We know that there's an organization that means to dissolve these young women, but we still don't know what they are really after. If it hadn't happened right in front of us, Paimon wouldn't have ever believed that a person could be dissolved like that. Right? Yet it was because this was such a preposterous notion that the investigation could never really move forward before. Ugh. If only that guy could have finished speaking! We were so close to hearing who was behind it. In such investigations, even the smallest step can seem like a yawning chasm if the trail of clues is cut off. To be honest, I don't have high hopes for any follow-up that the authorities might conduct. It's not that I don't have faith in their ability, it's just that a different perspective is required in some matters. It's easy to guard against and deceive a single narrow perspective. A shift in thinking is required at such times in order to produce a breakthrough. Which is exactly why the Spina di Rosula exist. Those highfalutin folk are not all-knowing. That's why we exist. To seep into the cracks where filth falls through, where their watch fails them. That's the kind of problems we solve.
So she's Batman.
Seems Paimon thought things were simpler than they actually are. It's all right. Well, this was supposed to be a farewell meal, so I doubt you have further interest in this business, right? Let's talk about something else.
Like, what are your future plans?
That's true. We didn't have a chance to speak to her after the trial ended. It didn't really seem like the right time or place to do it anyway.
I see. So, your primary objective, which has been foiled so far, was to have a chat with the Hydro Archon. I've heard
Yes.
that there's a long line of people waiting to meet Lady Farina. I suspect you'll be waiting for quite a while, considering that you missed your chance today.
Yeah, we've heard that she's super popular here in Fontaine, and that it'll be tough getting any of her time.
Well, would you consider some more, unique ways? Perhaps even methods of, let's say, questionable legality?
Are we gonna kidnap Farina?
Guess that's Spina di Rosula's boss for you. Chock full of sketchy ideas.
Oh my god, are we actually gonna kidnap her?
Well, one way would be to infiltrate a performance troupe at the Opera House, only to abandon your act at the play's climax and ask to speak to her after the performance.
Oh, okay. That's not as bad as I thought.
Farina would be eager to see the ending, and would agree in order to finish watching the play. Don't you think?
We're gonna hold a play hostage.
Could you suggest something a little more practical? This plan seems pretty hard to pull off. We'd have to go learn how to act, and acting's really hard.
Alright, here's another. Find a way to conceal yourselves under her bed. Then, wake her up in the dead of night and demand answers.
Okay.
Go back to sleep and
Break and enter.
answers all your questions.
And hold her against her will.
I can personally testify that this one works. When I'm sleepy, I'll do anything as long as I can finally get some sleep.
That might work, but that's not really the problem. The problem is we don't want to get ourselves arrested.
Valid point. I overlooked that part. I was just thinking about leveraging a person's desire for sleep. Alright, no more joking around.
She's just like me. I'll do anything for sleep.
Perhaps you could... Oh, I don't know. Cut the line when she's on a break. You did defeat her in court, clearing citizens of hers from false accusations. False accusations she had nearly upheld personally.
You mean that if we catch her while she's on a break, she might be too embarrassed to refuse? Oh, that does make some sense. Why don't we give it a try after this meal? You know.
Huh? Paimon, did you drink my Fanta?
Was this your drink? Sorry about that. Paimon?
No, it's fine. We're just about done here.
Wait, what? I'm just like Navia and I want to be... Hey, yo! Luca! I get it, man. I get it.
Honestly,
Also,
Paimon wouldn't recommend
aren't you going to be
watching
spoiling
it.
yourself if you watch this, Luca? Because you haven't played yet.
Is that so? Huh. Well, in that case, we'll have to blacklist the Fanta here then.
Yo, who said that? Crazy, what? I can't tell if it's quiet enough or if it's loud enough.
Cheating, then I'll go pay.
Like the game, that is.
Yeah, we're
You have it in the background muted except now to hear your reaction. Ah. Like, I have the game a little bit quieter, so hopefully you can just hear my voice. Bumping it up wouldn't hurt. Bet.
Paimon can barely float anymore.
Alright, let's see how that works.
Nah, that would be so normal. You know, like you.
Damn. Damn. Paimon roasting the shit out of us. Calling us a normie.
As for expenses this month, we're left with...
Oh, Navia's broke. Navia is broke.
Over there.
Oh, nothing. It was just a meal, you know? Nothing the Spina di Rosula can't cover.
Let's get ready
Oh
to
my
go to
god.
the
Pi-
Arcon again.
We're literally draining Navia's spank.
So this is goodbye, huh? Well, if you do encounter any trouble
Jeez,
with
Luca.
you're always welcome to contact the Spina di Rosula. I'll give your request the highest priority. In any case...
Bro, she's got the high socks and everything. She is bad.
I'll see you again, partner.
Partner? I want to be more than partners. If you know what I mean. Yeah, if you're okay with that. Damn, sorry. Lost words. I need her now. All right, I genuinely want to know, uh, like, would you rather, like, if Yalan, Raiden, or Navia walked up to you, which one are you talking to first? Because, like, knowing you, I thought you would say Yalan, but I genuinely think you would say Navia now.
There aren't many people around anymore. Looks like that boat we took to Araneas might have been the last one.
Vache.
Looks like we're back here again. Huh?
Shit, why not all three?
Are you hearing voices again?
I mean,
Ugh, that's kind of spooky.
Vache.
Hey, why are you still walking towards it? Huh? Hang on. Hey, traveler?
oh no, we got drugged again. Oh no. Navia, what was in that drink? I actually got scared there a bit. I thought it was the Oceanid. Oh, it is the Oceanid. Oh god.
Vache. Are you my dear Vache?
If I had to choose one, Navia, because she's the only normal person out of the three. I mean, are you saying like an assassin's not a normal person? Because like, I don't know. And then Raiden's, you know, she was a normal person. Ish, kind of, somewhat, maybe.
No, wait. You seem to be someone else. Do you know Vache? Do you know where my love is?
This is actually my nightmare, seeing the Oceanid.
Wait. Who am I? My memories feel like they have been washed away like a flood. So many fragments dissolved amidst the tide, never to be recovered. How much have I lost?
We're getting very existential on here. You can see it in their face. They're like, bro, what kind of mushrooms did I eat on that pizza?
Yes, that is what I was once. But now, I am but the consciousness of one who is lost, therefore. I do not know how I came to be like this either. I only vaguely remember being covered in light blue water, and then all grew dim. I also remember going to many places. I loved adventure, loved exploring places of peril. No matter where I went, Vache would go with me. I knew how dearly he loved me.
Raiden is a robot that shit cannot be comfy? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Okay. Do you think she's just like metallic or like plastic or wood or whatever? Like, no, obviously not. Like she has like flesh. Like otherwise everyone would like notice and be like, "Ah, that's not Raiden." And then Yolana's assassin that is never home. Or counter argument, she can always show up at home and you just won't know. Navia might be the embodiment of no thought, head empty, but at least it's better than the previous one. Yeah, but Yolan's getting that bag. So like, I mean, which one are you going to be more proud to say? I'm married to a rich aristocrat, or hey, I can't talk about my wife, she's an assassin. I don't know about you, but I'm saying the assassin. I still pick Navia, but...
We can no longer go back. The pain of such parting. I never knew how heavy it could be.
Womp womp.
No. Our reunion no longer has any meaning. There is no way for us to create any new memories. The thought of me gives him no succor. So let it lie forgotten beneath the waters. If you meet Vache,
Tell him to move on.
perhaps
Bet.
that is so. As I was submerged in the waters, losing consciousness, I saw Vache above.
Navia only knows how to make bangers, sweets. Raiden can't cook, and Yolanda would rather do anything but cook.
Such longing.
But here's the thing. Raiden can't cook right now, but that could be like y'all's thing. You could teach her how to cook, and that's like super cute. And Yolanda would rather do anything but cook. Okay, fine. I'll wear the maid outfit. I'll cook for her. Shit, I'll cook and clean. I'll be the stay-at-home dad.
create warmth. Is that what you call it? Dissolving. If anything, I consider it a form of release.
Writing canonically can't. She's so bad when she tries to learn, she does worse. Bad teacher then. She hasn't met me. I'm just built different.
It was a state of neither fear nor frenzy, with only boundless peace, like the water's still surface. I could also liken it to being a thirsty person who drinks.
I am actually. This is really bad. I have so much PTSD from the Oceanid. I really do not care what this Oceanid's saying. It could be the most tear-jerking story, but because it's an Oceanid, I just do not care.
I think I hear your companion. It's time for you to go, I think. Farewell, then. I am glad that you were able to sense my presence. Remember, if you see Vache, tell him not to seek me out any longer.
Damn, that was a crazy trip. Oh shit, wait, what? Oh my god, she's such a badass. I love Navia.
Demoiselle, look out!
Oh yes, the dull blade. My favorite of swords. Oh, is that Chlorinde? Sorry, Chlorinde mentioned? Ma'am? Alright, Navia goes out the door. Chlorinde, number 1. Don't care.
Now's our chance.
Bro, oh, bro, what the fuck? She's so cool. I need her to do that to me. What? Ma'am, take my wallet. Like, I will, if I don't have enough wishes, I will have enough wishes. Take my money. Alright, what did you say? I am but a remains of my former self. I have died ages ago, and I no longer have a body. Good LMAO rip bozo Oceanid. So real. Dude, I hate the Oceanid. Okay, wait. Shh. Mother speaks.
Someone without their knowledge is actually called stalking, is it not?
Shit, you could stalk me. I mean,
Mr. Callus's last wish was for me to ensure your safety, and I will not betray.
lesbians now kiss. I mean, like, we're already there. Like, you might as well.
Do not speak of my father.
Sorry, demoiselle. I was not strong enough.
Bruh.
Thank you for your aid, Miss Clorinde, but do keep an eye out for your manner of speech. I believe we all wish to avoid unnecessary emotional harm.
Sorry, I did not consider.
God, why does she have to be so cool? Why does Arlecchino and Clorinde have to be back to back? Why can't it just be one or the other? Get in line, buddy. Navia is mine now. Hey, you can have Navia. If I get Clorinde, I'm happy.
I doubt I know much more than you, but I believe that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances is very powerful.
I do not care if the optimal team for Clorinde is the worst team possible. It could be the worst Genshin Impact team ever, and I will still play that team. I was talking to the NPC sipping.
Your performance tonight will almost certainly attract their attention.
I'm sure they've known about me. To be honest, I'm shocked it's taken them this long to act against me. And what about these Gardamex? I thought only those associated with a Maison Gardiennage could control them.
None of these mecha have serial numbers. I was sure to check a moment ago. They are not the ones used by the authorities to enforce the law. I can only conclude that some powerful or wealthy party must have obtained them via...
I just want to stay on the screen forever.
Deploying them as a private force of sorts.
My vivid dream says that actually Claren's team is going to be a cracked one. Yulon, Xingqiu, and Kazuha. I mean, that's just like the standard particle build for aggravate. No, not aggravate. Whatever the electric shock one is. Right? I mean, that's basically like Raiden's team, except Kazuha instead of Jean. And I still think Furina's going to be there instead of Xingqiu.
What?
I feel like she's going to have a very similar
League then?
kind of buff with health-wise that Furina gives. Like, they're going to pair very well.
Yes. Be careful, and do not act rashly.
I will continue investigating no matter what. We will bring the truth to light. That's my father's true last wish. Regardless, thank you for your help today, Clarand.
Oh, I should have put it in Japanese, then it'd be Mikasa.
Yes, tell me first. I don't much appreciate being followed.
I do not think that they'll strike again anytime
But, I
soon.
mean, I'm not going to lie. Her voice actress in English,
Good day, all.
pretty good.
Right. I suppose that's the best news we've gotten today.
Demoiselle, I believe that Miss Clarand was being sincere with you. If we tried, we could attempt to thaw relations a little.
Relations? I'm just kidding.
No, I just... She's...
Oh, they are definitely going to be canonically together. Or, like, have, like, some secret crush on each other. I can already tell based on the way that they're fighting. Like, they very much like each other. In my very vivid dream that's usually you can tell the future and totally not leaks, so she is going to be insane with electrocharge. Yeah, those crazy dreams, bro. Those premonitions you get, man. They've been so accurate in the past. It's kind of scary.
Oh, thank goodness! Paimon thought we were... Those Gardamex came out of nowhere while you were unconscious, and Nadia and her gang saved us!
No, it was my dull blade sword. Don't worry.
Duelist named Clarand who came out to save us too! We got lucky there. Paimon probably couldn't have fought them off otherwise.
Oh, come now. Forget all that...
I don't know. I keep doing it.
Really a farewell meal we had back there. Not for me, anyway.
Bro, imagine if Claren's team uses Navia.
A victory feast.
Hear me out. That'd be kind of sick. Navia, Furina, Claren, and then you would need like one other. Chevreuse, I guess, would be the other like female. Or no, Arlecchino. Be like the four main female from Fontaine.
We're still partners.
From Fontaine. I know Arlecchino's not from Fontaine.
It will take 50 years for me to match Demoiselle's magnanimity.
That's a big word. I don't know what that means.
For me, I would have joined the Spina di Rosula on account of her goodwill long ago.
They're all sadly main DPSs. I mean, four main DPSs, like, that's just more DPS, right? I mean, like...
All right, you two. That's enough.
Support this, support that. How about you support these nuts? Got 'em. Got 'em!
Actually, Navia, how did you know that we were in danger? You sure did show up in the nick of time.
Well, to be honest, you're the one who tipped us off, Paimon.
Huh? Really? Paimon contributed.
Paimon actually did something?
Oh, Paimon's even more amazing than she thought.
Lord knows I'm gonna be supporting them. I mean, you can come over whenever you want.
Yes, all thanks to you grabbing my drink by mistake.
How did that help?
After we parted ways, I was on the way back to one of our bases when I suddenly thought of what you said.
What is that emote? Oh my god,
Fonta
that's so
taste
cute.
Kind of salty and icky. Fanta only comes in sweet flavors. So
I
the
was
taste
drugged!
of
Oh
salty
my god, I called it!
flavor of the drink, if I recall, had also been a
We
bit
got roofied!
So the Fanta had been spiked with water from the primordial sea?
Yes, So, if you hadn't drunk that cup for me...
Paimon's the MVP, saving the bad bitch. I mean,
Spina di Rosula is preparing the grandest of awards for you as we speak for saving the boss.
you know what's funny? This is the second time that we've been like drugged in Genshin. All right, going back to mute and homework. Have fun. Good luck on your homework, Luca. Thank you for joining the stream.
I sent people to Hotel de Boer to investigate. But that's when I figured out that you might be in danger and hurried here as quickly as...
What? Why would they go after us too? All we did was defend Linny in court and help clear his name. Ugh, now we're caught up in this mess too.
Well, you did foil a plan that they were probably pretty proud of, and almost got their name in the process. Speaking of which, did anything strange happen when you drank the primordial seawater?
Bro, I saw my worst nightmare.
Coincidence that the traveler fainted just now. Oh, and this time Paimon heard it too. But it was real faint. Does that mean the primordial seawater raises someone's sensitivity to hydro when it's used on people?
That doesn't sound like too much of a bad thing, to be honest.
New intel?
Well, let's hear it, shall... Oh.
Then I'm gonna explain everything.
Vache. That name doesn't ring a bell. I suppose he hasn't stepped forward as a... Since he saw that young woman dissolve, he was at least at the crime scene. But he never gave testimony or any information regarding people dissolving in the primordial seawater. Could he have been threatened? Yes, thank you. This is very important information indeed. We will continue to investigate. Oh, you mean you'll help us investigate?
More time with Navia? Hell yeah.
You did say that our farewell meal didn't really count. That means we're still partners, right? And besides, we're in this now whether we like it or not. You're not gonna let those people who targeted us get off the hook so easily, are you, Traveler?
Demoiselle, do try not to look quite so pleased. You are the face of Spina di Rosula, after all.
You talk too much. Well, in that case, let's head back to one of our bases, shall we? I'll arrange accommodations for you. We also have some plans to go over, and hopefully we can deepen our bonds as partners. But we'll take that one step at a time, I guess.
Don't worry, you two. With us around, our base is definitely secure.
Definitely secure, because you handled yourself so well. I'm just teleporting back. Okay. Yoink.
It's right up ahead, but let's make sure we weren't followed first.
I've been keeping watch, Demoiselle. I haven't spotted anyone suspicious thus far.
You also didn't suspect the water and the roofie in the water, so like I don't know how much I trust you.
Very good. But let's not let our guard down for now.
I shall find rooms for our respected guests.
Thank you, Malus. Now, let's...
Take it easy.
Oh, I actually get to go down here? Oh, it's so cool. Oh, it's like a secret tunnel. Oh my gosh. I could see myself already taking fall damage on this. Wait. There's a whole underground map?
Take it easy.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool. No, 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 let me get the waypoint. Thank you. Okay, what do I need to do? Talk to a person? Got it. I'm good at talking. Professional talker over here.
So, this is your base? It's not quite what Paimon imagined.
Your accommodations have been arranged. Under the present circumstances, I can confidently say it's the best we have.
Well, the best you have is kind of shit.
It's been a little tight lately. After all, we don't allow illegal or unethical profiteering. In fact, our funds often come from citizenry who support us.
I don't know, maybe if you sold the necklace and stuff like that, you could get some money.
Seems like it's tough times for everyone. But if you...
To be honest, our financial situation was a lot better back when my father was in charge a few years ago. I'm afraid I'm not quite his equal.
Yeah, that's Pie Mountain's fault. She keeps eating all of your money, basically.
He was the previous boss's Spina di
Demoiselle, if you'll allow me to...
No, I'll explain it myself. I suppose I couldn't run from this topic forever. And as partners, this is something I hope they can understand. My father's name is Callus. Yes, the same one they call Callus the Unfaithful in the streets. 3 years ago, he was accused of murdering his own friend. But he chose a duel to defend his honor instead of standing trial. He died in the duelist's ring.
Oh no.
But I do not believe my father was a murderer. I'm sure he was set up. At the time, I believed that if he only stood trial and was duly investigated, something amiss would crop up and prove his innocence. But strangely, he not only requested the duel himself, but rumor has it that even after being seriously injured, to the point where he could be deemed as having lost the duel, he refused to surrender.
Damn.
Determined to die in the arena.
Man's got balls of
3
steel.
years later, I still don't understand why he did that.
I'm guessing we'll find out very soon.
How could he protect his honor if he's dead? If anything, he gave up his chance to defend himself. The closest piece of info I have is that my father had been investigating the serial disappearances case at the time of his death.
Ah, so that's why you're so determined to get to the bottom of that case.
That's right. I've also tried to investigate the murder my father was implicated in, but I haven't found a single new clue in my countless reviews of the investigation records. However, I believe that if the murder case is related to those behind the disappearances, they must know something.
Okay.
I must know what really happened. Was my father
So is this whole thing
coerced,
just going to be like us trying to figure out what happened to Navia's dad?
Kill his friend. I must get to the truth. If only he'd been more open with me when he was still alive. He even hid the fact that my mother died due to complications when giving birth to me.
That's not good.
And now, here I am investigating his death. You really are a handful, aren't you, Papa?
Demoiselle, please. If there is
Bro, dude, she doesn't want you.
I also will never believe that Master Callus murdered anyone. There are none whom I respect more than the two of you, Demoiselle. Master Callus did so much good in life, yet all it took was one murder case for him to be dubbed Callus the Unfaithful.
That makes him sound like he cheated on his wife.
Even our supporters decreased greatly due to that incident, hence our...
Wait, if Callus was such a good man...
No. Perhaps people just revel in that kind of drama. It's not something exclusive to people from Fontaine, really. People love watching the evil turn over a new leaf.
Mm-hmm.
They also enjoy watching good people fall into an abyss from one slip-up just as much.
But how could... never mind. If Callus was really falsely accused...
There is one other thing. Master Callus's opponent in the duel was Ms. Clorand.
Oh, her? Well, then, isn't that as good as saying that she was the one who killed him? Yeah, that's not the sort of thing that you can just let go and move on from.
Ms. Clorand has always placed great emphasis on the honorable nature of the duel. If her opponent doesn't yield, she will not stop either. She knew Master Callus beforehand and greatly respected him, but seeing how he was resolute in the arena, There was only ever one choice she could have made.
It's not that I don't understand her at all, but I just can't deal with this yet.
Don't worry, Navia. Paimon knows how you feel. You don't have to force yourself to do that.
Afterward, Ms. Coran told us that at the start of the duel, Master Callus requested that she ensure Demoiselle Navia's safety. Yes, that is our understanding as well.
I feel like he was set up.
Oh, Papa. What madness drove you to ask the person who killed you to take care of me? All right. Anyway, that's the information I wanted to share with you. Thanks.
Please, relax and get some sleep.
No, I don't want to talk to you. No!
This won't do.
I almost did it again. Oh my gosh. I hate the Genshin system, or like talking system.
Paimon slept so well. This place feels almost too safe, huh? Navia? Where did
They
the
died.
others go?
I sent them back to Poisson. It's Spina de Rosula's place of origin, and where we have our headquarters. There's not much for them to do here at the moment.
Paimon gets the feeling that you're just trying to get them off your back. But never mind that. When did you get back? Were you waiting here the whole time?
No, I just returned.
Yeah,
after
she
going
slept in
out
that
for a
chair.
while. I did some investigating.
Sometimes I feel like Paimon's like super
About
smart, and then like she gets really, really stupid.
Wait, so you didn't sleep at all?
How could I after having such critical new evidence appear?
Guess Paimon wasn't speaking for everyone just now, huh?
Unfortunately, this name seems to have been wiped from existence. It doesn't seem to have a match anywhere. I suspect that those behind this have already taken steps to hinder an investigation from this angle. But that does prove that this Fauché person is a key witness in the incident.
Does that mean we're too late, though?
What was that animation of the child just looked like it running into a pole?
No. There is one ray of hope. One place in Fontaine that they would find almost impossible to threaten, no matter how much they wanted to. And that is the archives kept by Chief Justice Neuvillette. A place where if the Oceanette you met is one of the young women who went missing recently, we should be able to find some related information there.
So Neuvillette maintains an archive of case files? Whew. Guess that's the hard-working Chief Justice for you. In that case, let's go talk to him, shall we? Aren't you coming along, Navia? Did you get tired?
No, it's nothing. Let's go see the Honorable Chief Justice.
Guessing there's some history between them. That's about to get told to us. Go to the Chief Justice office. Okay. Oh, we get more Neuvillette. Let's go.
Palais is right up ahead. Come on.
Neuvillette's so cool. He's very broken, but he's so cool.
Take it easy.
Cutscene time. Yippee.
Halt! Please state your business here. The Chief Justice is...
Oh my god, it's so cute.
Huh. This place does look pretty heavily guarded.
Hey, don't you recognize us?
Huh?
Oh my god, it's so cute.
Clear. I don't care who you are or who you might be related to. Our rules make no exceptions.
See? They've got great discipline, too.
Yep. Paimon can tell. If you're here just to crack jokes, I can point you towards the exit. Unlike some, we're busy, so please leave if you don't have a reason to be here.
No. What I meant to say is, shouldn't you remember us from a few days ago? We were at the trial of the great magician Linny.
Oh, yes, I remember. I read about it in the steamboat. You must be Linny's attorneys. It's all coming back to me now.
We're here today to report and archive some information on a follow-up case.
Huh. Is that even a thing?
Of course. Don't worry. We're here on official business.
If anyone told me you can trust us, I'd instantly not trust them.
All right then, I'll let you through. The Chief Justice is just inside.
Ah, thanks so much.
If someone's like, "Oh yeah, just trust us," I'd be like, don't know about that one. Don't think I'm gonna trust you on that one." Let me in. Let me in.
Sorry to barge in, Monsieur Nervalet. We only lied to get in because we didn't know any other way.
It's all right. Please let me know how I may be of assistance to you.
So you're not mad at us?
We're looking for a man called Vacher. He may have been an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case. If we can find
W?
him, we may be able to unearth some key
Someone's trying to join my
information on
world?
the case.
Sorry.
Ah, I see. In that case,
Sorry.
please wait here a moment while I browse through the files.
I'm busy doing lore.
Who knew that Nervalet would be so easy to talk to?
Unfortunately, I'm quite certain that no one by the name of Vacher has been involved in any
Hmm.
case, criminal or civil,
Interesting.
in the past several years.
Hmm.
There are no records of him either in the files or in my memory.
Traveler, what if it was really just a dream?
Is that so? All right then. Thank you so much.
You just
for
got
your
drugged and had
information.
like the most
We'll take
wild
our leave
dream.
now.
That seemed real.
Miss Navia, I can understand how you feel. Your father, Callus, was a truly exceptional man.
And what are you trying to say, Monsieur Neuvillette? Are you trying to console me? Extend your sympathy? Or just express some tendril of
Did
your
Nouvelette kill her dad?
No. You are not trying to do any of that. I can hear it in your voice. There's no emotion behind your words. You only said those things because you felt like you should.
Damn, call him out.
It's just like last time. After my father took his place in the duelist ring, I pushed through the guards to talk to you as a last resort. You even told me then that you thought there was something fishy with the case, yet you still allowed the duel to go ahead. In your eyes, the value of a human life is nothing compared to those cold laws you hold so dear. If you truly regret my father's death, then why didn't you give me the power to stop him from throwing his life away? Why did you just let him die?
Damn.
Despised and hated by all.
Damn.
Everything was hanging on a thread at that moment. Just the tiniest effort could have changed everything. There are still so many things I never got to tell him. So many questions he still owes me answers to. If you really
Why
have
is
no heart,
Navia the most complex character in this game?
I, Navia, will show you the true meaning of regret.
I'm sorry, Miss Navia.
You and my father are truly alike. You keep all kinds of things in your heart and never say a word to anyone. It's not so much that you can't feel, but that you would never express anything. Oh well. In any case, everyone already knows full well the apathy of the Chief Justice. My apologies for taking my emotions out on you, Monsieur Chief Justice. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon.
Damn. Fucking roast his ass.
I'm fine.
What do you think? What do you think, Paimon?
Rain. It's raining.
You're right. Wasn't it still sunny when we went into the building? And there shouldn't be any active trials today.
Now that I think of it, on the day my father was convicted of murder, it was also raining.
What is it? Did you think of something?
Yeah, he was outside. It was uncovered and the rain could fall there. Why? Do you think the rain could have affected the crime scene?
I mean, it could literally wash away evidence.
That thought has occurred to us before. We've even expanded the search area to try to account for that, but didn't find anything of value. Oh? Wait.
So you're saying that the true murderer could have been turned into water? And then got washed away with the rain? Yeah. And if that's what had happened, then no one would have believed your...
I really think I found a true genius for a partner. You're completely right. How did I not connect the dots earlier?
Because you were very emotionally charged by this.
All right, let's go to Poisson. With this new lead in mind, we'll get to the bottom of my father's case for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna make progress for sure this time.
Do you want to go with me now? Or do you want to head over by yourself later?
Let's see. Let's
Great.
go.
Let's go then.
I feel like that was the game asking, like, do you want to do this mission right now, or... Because, why would they give you that option? If they don't want you to, like, just go right now.
Whoa, what a huge ship! Why would a ship be
There's no need to be so surprised. My father was the one who asked for it to be built like this. Perhaps our taste in exterior design is the only thing we occasionally had in common. A gigantic and glamorous ship embodies discovery, opportunity, ambition, and conquest. It symbolizes Spina di Rosula's bright and limitless future.
And Paimon thought you were blind.
That's a lot of words, Magic Man.
Paimon was confused why a group with such a history, but now that Paimon has seen this ship for herself, she's been convinced.
Well, Poisson is where Spina di Rosula began, after all. It's our main base.
Where to now? Oh. New. I don't think I've ever... Where am I on the map? Oh yeah, I've never been over here.
Take it easy.
Melus, we're back!
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle, and our most important partner. You said before that you still had some business at the...
About that. It's because my partner here reminded me of something really important. You see, what if my father's case had something to do with what... You still remember, right, Melus? On that night, it was raining?
Yes, the case was quite similar to that of Mr. Linney's. Both were what you'd call impossible murders.
Could you tell us a bit more about what happened before?
So, is it gonna be like a... They went for both of them, but then Lenny's... Or not Lenny, Navia's dad, like, fought him off and he splashed water on himself and now he's just dead?
Many years ago, something called synth began to gain popularity in Poisson. At a glance, it was a kind of drink that could excite your mood and produce many pleasant hallucinations.
It was ecstasy. Or LSD.
Guard guy who turned produce some kind of potion?
Yes, he did. Considering what we know now, it's almost certain that synth is created using water from the primordial sea. If you drink synth for an extended amount of time, you'll suffer many side effects, such as losing the ability to focus or control your emotions. And if you were to stop drinking it completely, you'll experience flashes of paranoia and anxiety while lacking energy to do anything. As he oversaw Poisson, my father was compelled to put a stop to synth abuse and called for a complete ban of it.
Boss's uncompromising attitude incurred the synth vendor's wrath, but no matter how much they threatened or bribed him, he refused to yield. Not only that, Boss became determined to find the mastermind behind the synth operation and put an end to the problem once and for all.
Yes, but the enemy was very cunning. So he could never get anything out of the dealers.
We're gonna go Breaking Bad style. We're gonna start making the drug, and we're gonna build this giant kingpin army, and it's gonna be magnificent.
Recognizing that, my father decided to contact the dealers in secret and cultivate personal relationships with them. The man's name was Jacques. He felt greatly ashamed about his work after seeing many families destroyed by synth abuse. That night, my father hosted a banquet at his countryside estate. He planned to meet up and exchange information with Jacques over some food. But then, we heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard. We raced to the scene and found my father, still holding a gun, and Jacques, who was already dead on the ground.
Huh? How did that happen?
Sounds just like Lenny's case, doesn't it? In both cases,
It's very obvious, is it not?
I now believe the most important clue was something we all overlooked at the time.
It seems like the answer is very obvious.
Clothing left at the scene. Precisely. It's all thanks to you that I made the connection now. Back then, we all just thought they were some costumes that Jacques used to disguise himself at the banquet. But, considering it now, it's almost certain that they belong to a third person at the scene. With what? You're right. We still don't know what happened. But my intuition tells me that we're on the right...
Jacques was an empathetic man who was infinitely remorseful for his past actions. It's unlikely that he turned on Boss with zero warning. I think this third person is probably the key. On that note, however, even though this will not... Our opponent is insidious.
Also, it's not gonna bring their dad back to life.
Extremely difficult to deal with, and Boss has already lost his life trying to bring them to justice. Even though Spina de Rosula has lost most of its former glory, Poisson has welcomed a new time of peace.
Poisson! Oh, oui, oui.
There is no need to follow your father's path. It would be both wise and in line with Boss's wishes.
If that's indeed what he wished for, then he should have told me that himself. Was I not the closest person to him? And yet, I was the one most kept in the dark. What was the point of him dying without sharing any of the secrets he knew? Did he manage to protect anything in the end? Synth is still here. Callus the Unfaithful is still his epithet. And Spina di Rosula is barely getting by. Did he think I'd just accept his meaningless death and live out my life just as meaninglessly? I've never accepted that. Ever. Not since that day, and certainly not now. I want to find out the real answer for everyone's sake. For the missing girls, for the victims.
It probably has something to do with the Vosh guy, whatever his name is.
This is indeed the best moment to act. Your partner appears to be quite reliable, and more importantly, Demoiselle, I think you're also ready.
So you do know something else, Malouse?
Yes, I do. In fact, even before that banquet, Boss, but what drove all the tensions to the boiling point was the revelation that you, Demoiselle, had been selected.
What?
Boss also didn't tell you that he had been diagnosed with a rare illness. The doctors told him that he had
Damn.
No more than 5 years left.
That
And the
sucks.
serial disappearances case caused him great anxiety. 5 years was nowhere near enough time to resolve this long-standing conflict. But once he passed away, all the danger would pass on to you. Knowing all of this, he decided to use one final intimidation tactic before his death. He claimed to have already gotten his hands on some key incriminating evidence for the other side, but as long as you remained safe, he would not share the evidence with the public. If something were to happen to you, then he and all those he told would immediately expose all they knew about Synth and the disappeared victims.
Right. So
Okay, so tell people now.
As we've seen,
Why wait until she gets hurt?
worked. Even though Boss has been gone for a long time, the other side has not tried to take Demoiselle's life.
No, I don't believe it. He never appeared to look sick to me.
You were a
No
child.
father wants their daughter to see them weak and haggard, especially someone as proud as Boss. To him, dying in a duel and suffering lasting dishonor as the unfaithful was still far preferable than losing face in front of his daughter.
So he chose to die in silence, so that he could protect me.
I'm afraid you're not understanding this correctly, Demoiselle. What Boss wanted to hand to you was not a parasol. If Boss's spirit could hear you telling me that you want to find the answer, I'm sure he'd be extremely proud.
Aw, I appreciate that, Ty. You should definitely get in VC, cause like there's a bunch of cool people hanging out there, and I'll be there after. So like, but I appreciate you being here.
That
Hope you're having a good day.
Couldn't he have just given it to me straight? No. He might have said.
Why is Navia's whole story so like emotionally charging? Like I actually want to cry with her.
Is that the amount of confidence he had in me?
Everything else is just like, oh no. But like, she actually makes me sad.
Yeah. I suppose that's true. With the way he'd set things up, if I had wanted, I could have just lived out my life without a care in the world. But thankfully, he rarely talked to me about complex matters, and thus understood little of me as a person. And this... Malus, what was the key evidence that he shared with you?
It's the location where Synth is produced. When he was threatening the enemy, Boss didn't share the specifics of the incriminating evidence he found. But if you want to use it against the enemy, you'll still have to take several things into consideration.
Why? If we know where the place is, can't we just go storming in?
You mustn't forget that we're fighting against a mysterious...
Just go get Clarin. Clarin will save us.
There's no telling what might be lying in wait at their headquarters. We also have no idea what kind of evidence we may be able to find inside, nor what people we may be able to capture. But a single visit to their headquarters would be tantamount to a formal declaration of war. The worst case would be that we leave empty-handed.
Then, in that case, why not work with the Fontaine authorities?
Well, you saw one of them dissolve during Mr. Linney's case. We have no idea just how thoroughly they may have been infiltrated.
Huh. That's true. Seems my father really had no choice. But things are different now. It should be a lot easier to prove the other side's guilt, now that we've connected Synth with its...
You sound like you've put a lot of thought into this.
I am the butler, after all.
He sounds like Alfred. It's kind of crazy.
Demoiselle's will. I've always been willing to take on any kind of risk for your sake. But considering my relative lack of ability, I've spent my time keeping secrets, performing basic investigations, and waiting for the right time to come.
Thank you for all of that, Malus. Have you discovered anything new in the past?
Let me think. One conclusion I came to was that the enemy must be quite familiar.
So they're on the inside. Okay.
Or at least, when I announced orders to the organization's members on Demoiselle's behalf, I used to deliberately keep a few people in the dark and observe the reactions of the synth vendor. If the vendors didn't change their plans, then the individuals informed of our orders must be innocent. If the vendors packed up and fled, however, Then someone must have given them the news. After several rounds of testing and investigative tracing, I've narrowed the suspect list down to 3 people. The first is Florent, Spina de Rosso's
Florent.
senior advisor.
He already sounds bad.
Yes, surprising, isn't it? He was one of the people Boss trusts thanks to his position within Boss's innermost circle. There's someone else like him too. Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabrier.
Uncle Marcel.
It's a guild in Poisson. Boss helped it to grow to its current size, and in the beginning they were only reselling some daily goods, but now they're...
So, they're like a sister organization?
Yes, you can say that. When we were fighting against the synth dealers, it's a bit difficult to imagine some...
The final suspect is Thierry, the man responsible
What if it's Malus?
for coordinating information between Spina di Rosula. Although the guards mostly leave us to our own devices, there are still many since Thierry is always in the know about our current activities.
I see. These, to think that the enemy we've been fighting against has been right next to me all along.
If you want to investigate them, please take every precaution to not alert the quarry.
Of course. And
You're too kind, my... And before I forget, proving Boss's innocence would also mean clear... After that incident, Jacques' wife and daughter were taken into the Spina's care. They still... If it might help, you could also pay them a visit. I can make...
Oh, thank you so much, Malus. You really are the best.
a new case awaits, my dear partner. I hope we can work together to...
Oh no, it's another one of these. Oh no. Where do I gotta go? Oh, okay. I could do that.
It is settled, then. Please excuse me, and enjoy your conversation at your leisure.
Thank you for arranging everything for us, Malus.
Excuse me, miss. Do you need anything from...
Oh,
Hey, Navia's all quiet. This is...
I mean, the person that they believe, the daughter of the person they believe murdered their father is there. So like, I would be a little like, eh.
I'm sorry that I only came to visit after all this time. After what happened, I didn't know how I was supposed to...
Ah, if it's about that, there's no need to apologize. After my husband died, Spina di Rosula sent us a lot of mora and support. I understood your guilt and apology,
But aren't all of those things nothing compared to the loss of Jacques? I can understand the kind of pain that comes with losing a father so needlessly.
You don't understand at all.
I didn't know how to face you, because I didn't know what I could possibly bring as a consolation gift. I know only the full truth could bring closure to you. And to all of us.
I'm sorry. I appreciate the sentiment, but you don't have to... On the matter regarding my husband, my daughter and I have more or less found our answer already.
Would you mind sharing it with me?
I always knew that my husband's money was earned through others' suffering. He told me countless times that if he could turn back the clock, he would never go into the synth business again. He had many regrets, and felt that he took the
Hey,
idea
yo.
of providing for his family too literally. For the longest time, he thought Mora was everything. So when Mr. Callis came to him with a proposal, he accepted it almost immediately. He tried to be as careful as he could, but even so, he was still found out by the higher-ups.
They found out about his betrayal?
Papa didn't say that exactly, but Papa did tell me that I should never be ungrateful.
Before he left that day, he told me that he had no choice. It was only later that I realized it was his final farewell. I don't know that for sure, but you could say... Which is why I'm the one who should feel guilty. Callis had always taken great care of us, both when... Even if he fired the shot that killed my husband, it was likely in self-defense.
But Mama, why is Papa still the bad guy if he did the right thing? Papa always wanted to be a good man, so why did he have to do a...
Well, things aren't always as they seem. You still feel like...
Yeah, Papa was a really good man.
Then you should hold on to that. If a good man had to do a bad thing, regardless of whether he left you a parasol or a sword, he must have done so to give you a better life.
Bro, Navi is gonna make me cry again.
Thank you for everything you've told me. I will definitely find the truth.
Thank you. And even though your personality is quite different from your father's, your determination when you speak is really
You really think that's the first time?
Oh, now we're gonna go talk to this bozo.
Are you okay, Navia?
What do you think?
I'm fine. Don't worry. Let's investigate the 3 suspects next.
Paimon is like the most socially inept person ever.
And we should...
We're confronting the people that your father, quote unquote, murdered. Are you okay, Navia?
I'm sure you've heard about what happened at the Opera House?
Yeah, I've heard. With something that dramatic, I'm sure journalists will milk it for all it's worth.
It also reminded me, on the day that after my partner here put the dots together for me, can you do me a favor and try to recall what...
Let me think. Mr. Callis, after that, he told us that he wanted to go get some fresh air. So we let him go without thinking much of it. Who knew that we would hear 2 gunshots? My first reaction was that Mr. Callis's life was in danger. So I grabbed my holster and made a mat. But when I got there, it was already too late. Mr. Callis...
So you also remember 2...
Indeed. The guard said that the first shot didn't hit anyone, while the second killed Jacques. But I've never really bought that explanation.
Wouldn't that's self-defense then?
Reason being, Mr. Callis had left his gun on the table. I even made sure to confirm that before running to the scene.
What?
But according to the guards, that doesn't mean he couldn't have had other guns on his person. About the clothes left at the scene that you mentioned. Do you think there was a third person there who was turned into water?
At least from our perspective, my father had no reason to kill. So he would also have no reason to bring an extra gun. The gun he was holding probably belonged to Jacques. Or...
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So you're saying... But hold on. If that's what had happened, he didn't even want to face the Oratrice machine. And chose instead to prove his honor in a duel. Did he lose all faith in the courts? After seeing someone dissolve...
About that...
Aren't we supposed to keep this low-key? Like, I feel like she's just kind of telling him everything.
I think I can understand why he committed... I'll tell you everything.
I understand. And if I may just say one more thing. The whole Many people have laughed at me for still calling him Mr. Callis. But it was Mr. Callis's trust that allowed me to rise through the ranks of Spina di Rasu. No matter what others might say, he'll always be the man I respect the most. And he'll
Don't worry. I will definitely find the truth. You and all our other comrades at the Spina deserve to know the truth as well.
Where's the next one? What? We gotta teleport all the way over. Hello. You seem sus.
Thierry, it's me.
Oh, now, what brings you here, Miss Navia? I've heard that you made quite the name for yourself at the Opera House.
Oh, so you've got news of that already.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm also a member of the guards, you know. The way you make it sound, people would think I was sent off to Poisson because I had done something wrong.
Are you sure there isn't a little bit of truth in that?
Aw.
Under normal circumstances, shouldn't you have been called back to the city already?
I mean, where I work is really up to me. Let's just say I enjoy the ambiance.
This dude definitely seems sus.
Callis did a fantastic job running the town. It would be next to impossible for me to find a similarly easy but high-paying job in the city. Anyway, enough chit-chat.
Ah, yes. These two, what happened at the Opera House, made us realize that Linny's...
Ah, I get it. You think there might be more to the case now that we know. If you want to go through the original files from your father's case, I can help you look for them.
That'd be much appreciated. Thank you. Actually...
Of course. Without them, I couldn't possibly handle Poisson on my own. Why do you ask? we definitely can't use them to forcefully get more evidence for your father's case.
Well, you see, just recently, we were attacked by a horde of unnumbered
Hmm.
Gardamex in the city. So, if you hypothetically wanted to do something,
She is very good at being nonchalant. Totally.
all you would need to do was get rid of the mecha serial numbers and send.
Then you think too highly of my abilities. Dispatching mecha is very different from controlling them. If I had to make an analogy, when you order a dish, the chef will make it for you. You can ask the chef to cook. If you try to make unreasonable demands, the chef would just think you're out of your mind and ignore you completely. Removing a serial number is also not as easy as you might think. So I can promise you, those mecha were definitely private units. They're certainly not cheap. So, whoever their owner is...
I hate the way
must
people
be
talk in this
super
game.
rich,
Fair.
powerful, or
There's only some of the voices that I actually like. Also, hi, Hycon, welcome.
the synth business would definitely be profitable enough to afford this.
Oh, then you're officially.
There's some voices that I really like and some that I just really hate.
Oh, thank you for the vote of confidence, Navia. Jokes aside, I'd like to wish you all the best with your investigation. I'll be staying in the city for a little while.
And unfortunately, I'm like in the part that's just lore central, so it's a lot of talking. He still seems sus. I know that he's like, oh yeah, I couldn't have controlled all these things and dispatched them and removed the serial numbers, but he still seems sus. Like just the way he talks and everything felt very, not trustworthy.
Hello. How may I help you? I'm here to see Marcel. Could you please let him know? Sure. I will let him.
Navia, hello. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm not as young as I used to be, so my...
Oh, it's all right, Uncle Marcel. There's no. I just wanted to talk to you briefly about what happened in the Opera House. I'm sure you saw everything.
Yes, I've never seen anything so strange.
Oh, you were at the Opera House.
That's right. I went there with Navia to see the magic show. I also witnessed your marvelous sleuthing work. To beat the Hydro Archon at her own game on her own turf. I can already imagine everyone in Fontaine discussing your exploits.
Oh, Paimon doesn't want to be able to talk about.
Apologies. It's just how Fontaine is as a nation.
Uncle Marcel, you've also noticed that other thing, right?
Yes, I was reminded of your father's case right away.
Yeah, just, by the way, people turn into water sometimes. Have you noticed that?
I still don't have much solid proof, but
Oh, and what makes you say that?
we were attacked on Arrhenius by some unnumbered Gardamex. And there was also an attempt to get me to drink water from the primordial sea. If not for the vigilance of my partner, I probably wouldn't even be here talking to you right now.
Oh, you're giving us too much credit. Wasn't it you who protected us?
Alas, it seems things are heating up again. The peace that Callus sought so dearly will soon become... But rest assured, Navia, Poisson will always remain a safe haven for you. If you're scared, you can always return them. If anyone dares to lay their hands on you there, the Confrérie of Cabriere will use its funds to the last Mora to bring them...
He also seems sus.
Thank you, Uncle Marcel. But I do have any new thoughts on my father.
About that. Sorry. The Confrérie was responsible for that banquet, so I was out and about the whole time making sure things were running smoothly. I didn't even have the time to drink with the... Then I heard the sound of a gunshot, and the rest...
Oh, it's okay. No need to push yourself.
Sounds good. Just all my wealth comes from Callus's patronage and support. I'll spend however much it takes to clear his name.
So our three main suspects pretty much all said the same thing. Okay.
We've talked to all three suspects, purely based on their
None of them sounded particularly suspicious.
I don't know, the guard one kind of sounded suspicious.
I conversation's all that's needed to find them out, then my father wouldn't have needed to investigate the case for so many. Anyway, even though we didn't make a breakthrough, let's still compile what.
But where should we start? Ah, you're right! Floran...
According to Jacques' family members, he already told them that he had been discovered, and that he had no choice before he left home that day. If I had to guess, he probably received an order from the synth boss to kill my father. Had he refused, he and his family's lives would...
So, Jacques fired the first shot?
I thought that was already agreed.
Oh? And why is that?
Ooh, that's a good point. Jacques probably already knew that he was just being used as a tool for murder.
So, what would make more sense from his perspective would be to turn his back on the order and seek protection from my father. Makes sense. But besides Jacques, the attack from the Gardamex has been bothering me quite. It's obvious that our enemy has become more antsy after the secret of the primordial seawater was revealed.
Do you think he knew, even then, that we'd follow this lead to the end?
Given everything that's happened since, it's quite possible. But who among the three suspects would have the ability to control privately owned...
Well, that guy had a ton of money. Marcel had a ton of money.
Uncle Marcel? My father did really trust him. And with funds from the Confrérie, he could also afford a large number of Gardamex. Still really hard for me to imagine, though. Also, wouldn't this mean he has been spending a whole lot of mora and energy to fight his own synth? Thierry, you say? It is possible that he's figured
Are we
out
just
a
gonna
way
get to
to
select all
convert
the
Dark
options?
I didn't feel like he was lying when he was talking to us about the mecha. I also don't think he'd be able to keep the...
Yeah. Had he actually tampered with the mecha, if the mecha were taken from the guards, it should be pretty easy to find out.
Florent? It is true that he was closest to my father, but as Spina di Rosula's advisor, his work mostly...
So you're saying he's too broke to afford...
Exactly. He can't...
He's too broke. El Bozo.
Even if he could, I don't think he would be able to dispatch a whole group so quick. Who could it be?
Choose the most reasonable answer. I mean, I think it's Marcel. He's got the money. He's quote-unquote foggy about everything. He also only said there was one shot. He didn't say there was two. The other two said that there was two shots. Or, well, Florent said there was two shots. I don't think it's Florent. Thierry's a little sus, but I'm going to say Marcel.
You know, if you think everything through,
Could we be missing other suspects? Malus didn't know about the people turning into...
Malus has always been very reliable. And his judgment of others' trustworthiness, the suspect is knowledgeable about the Spina's internal affairs, has the means to dispatch Mecha to assassinate us.
Also, him, like, spending money to try and, like, prove the dad's innocent could just be a cover. He might not be spending as much as he says.
I want to believe it. I'm starting to see how things could all tie back to Uncle Marcel.
Well, we still have another trump card on top of all the theorizing and speculating.
Yes. Malus did say that charging straight in there would be extremely risky. But we don't have any... We need far more solid proof before we...
Navia, here you are. Oh, I've been looking...
Huh? Aren't you the guy from the...
Yeah. News came from Irenaeus just after...
Wasn't that place built specifically for holding trial?
I know. But they said the person they're putting on trial is a Fatui harbinger called Tartaglia.
Good.
What? Is that some...
Yeah, we know him.
Well, he's been accused of being the true culprit behind the serial disappearance.
Wait, how? None of our investigations have had anything to do...
That's what I thought was strange about it. So, if the charge against him stands, then it'll be next to impossible to get the guards to support any of our planned investigations.
Right. Because they'll think they've already...
Yeah. And it'll be a lot...
I understand.
I mean, I don't like Tartaglia, but...
Split up? What do you mean? Since this is a trial about the serial disappearances case, you're right. This is our best. I won't have any chance of making that charge stick, though, unless we find more evidence. It'll be up to you to make it back in time and hand the decisive evidence to me.
We'll help you, just like you helped us in Lenny's trial.
Demoiselle, please allow us to accompany you.
I'm ready.
Simp. I mean,
Hello, Silver. When did you two get here?
We heard that you'll be leaving Poisson and figured that you might require. It's our hope that your confidence will be bolstered with the two of us by your.
Thank you so much. Then, let's make haste for Arrhenius. See you then!
did we finish the mission? I think we did.
Now that Navia has set out for Arrhenius,
No? Okay.
we should also get going.
I think we did. Oh, and we get... Oh, okay. Interesting. Ooh, let's go get this chest real quick.
On the map, so let's head over.
Wait, what? Oh. Oh, hopefully it doesn't activate this. No, get back here. No, get back here. Is that place called Poisson? Yeah, it's called I don't know if that's poison in French, but yeah, that's what it's called. The place I'm currently at is called Fontaine. There we go. What? What? That's fish in French? Wait, that's kind of funny. It's underwater. Well, yeah, it's under the water. So that's kind of funny. I don't know how to get this chest. Oh. Maybe over here? What? What? No, no. Can't make the parkour. Oh, that's kind of funny. So it's the oh god, where is it? It's like over here. Yeah. So right here, it's like kind of under the water and there's like a ship and everything. So that's funny that's yeah, this whole area is like France inspired. So there's France and then obviously there's like I think this is India and like Southeast Asia. And then there's China and then Japan and then like Europe / Germany, like it's kind of, and then the next one's gonna be like Russia, and there's Latin America and Africa, I believe. So yeah, they like base it off of real places, which is kind of cool. But we went through a lot of story actually. I think I'm gonna end it there. It is 9 o'clock. So I do know I said that there will be no stream tomorrow, but that may change. I do have a D&D session, so I'll have to see when that ends. Might do a late stream, but then Saturday we're going to be doing a birthday stream. I'm very excited for that one, so I hope you all can all attend. I think, did I put Valorant on there? I can't remember what I put on for the game. But I will see y'all then. We're going to go ahead. Let's see. Who is streaming? Let's go ahead. Yeah, why not? Let's go raid this person. They are playing Valorant right now. So if you like to watch Valorant / a better Valorant player than me, you can go over to them and say hi. Let me make sure I copy the name correctly. But yeah, thank you again, everyone, for showing up. I really enjoyed it. And again, I'm sorry about the MLB The Show, but the game is just not the place I want to be. But I will see y'all either Saturday or Friday. Have a good one.